All right, y'all, just gonna run through my lockers. So, picked up the twin ARB compressor and a 1 gallon air tank right over there. You see one manifold feeds into all the airlines, hitting the Wi-Fi system. Really enjoy that system, easy inflate, deflate. And if you follow that airline all the way to the other side, wraps into another manifold. Boom. That's the ARB manifold, and it's running the switches for my front and rear locker. So I did go with the air locker setup. This is the SR5 base model. Nothing came with it except the V6 4-wheel drive, and I opted for it just because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to build this sucker the way I wanted it to. All right, so there it is right there. I got the rear locker, the front locker. This truck is geared as well too. So it's got 4, 5, 6 Nitro Gears, thick cut gears as they call it. I did opt for the air lockers instead of the E-lockers. Just want that instantaneous locked rear diff and front diff when I need it. And it does feel good. I have been in situations where kind of went up an obstacle, got stuck, turned on the locker, boom, climbed up out of it. Have seen some buds kind of do the same obstacle on the E-locker. Once they got stuck, they tried turning on that E-locker, kind of hesitated to kind of lock in place. So that's one good option. I do hear that E-lockers are a little bit more, I guess, reliable, maintained. I don't know. So I've never had an issue with this. Had that rear locker for about 2 years now. That front locker for about, I want to say 6 months. If I had to do it again, I would have just had both put on when I had my rear gear done. But it's on there now. But there it is right there. There's the system with the hoses running into here. You can see one airline, boom, running down. This other airline feeding all the way to the back. Let me see if I can get a good video in the back to show you that kind of diff. Boom. There it is. You can kind of see that hose running into the diff. I can point it out right over there. Boom. That's feeding into that rear diff lock. So the rear diff has a ARB RD 193. In the front, it's ARB RD 121. So here's the switches that operates everything. There's a compressor right there. Boom, turn it on. All right, once I turn that sucker on, the rear locker is activated. Well, the rear locker can be activated. So then I can hit the rear locker, that locks it up. Once I get that rear locker activated, then I could activate the front locker, boom. So then I'm double locked. All right, so everything starts off with the compressor switch. So nothing starts, those switches can't get engaged unless I have the compressor switch on. That kind of helps out. Sometimes the kids sit right up on top here. They're always hitting the window switch up and down. So I like how that switch is hidden to keep the kids from really hitting it. Other than that, the way I kind of roll when I'm in the trails, everything I'm running, always 8-track first. 8-track ain't cutting it. Turn on the rear locker, and 8-track ain't doing it, then I hit the front locker. Things I try to remember, I don't back up if I'm in a decline. Always keep that rear locker or that front locker off. Never want to put too much stress on it. Don't want to blow a CV. Try to keep the wheels straight as possible. But just be cautious. Is it necessary? No, you don't really need a front locker. You can really get away from a lot of obstacles. You shouldn't be doing a lot of obstacles if you're really trying to go that hard with it. But it's nice to have. It's very, very nice to have. So that's the setup. I really enjoy it. It's nice to have. Appreciate your time.